Hello and welcome to ThebeardCast. I'm joined by two people, for some reason, Mr. Walker.
Thank you.
And Mr. Shepu.
Hello. That is a heartbeat, if you don't know. And if you had an irregular heartbeat like that, you'd probably be dead by now.
That's
someone taking a picture of
the dead person? Yeah. Of a cat.
Excellent. Right, let's just not pay as much attention to this today, because you do get a bit excited about it, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Which is excellent. And I remember we haven't done a podcast for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah, because I've had my 2 weeks off.
All of us have.
Yeah.
Don't just say it was just you.
Well, technically it was because you had work and stuff to do.
No, not really. We don't really have work to do. So
whatever.
We mainly just sat around. Mr. Shep, who had fun.
You played on your new PlayStation 4?
No, because it's not out until the 27th of November.
You played on your new... your old Xbox 360?
I did, yes.
Your Far Cry 2 edition?
Yes, thank you very much.
There we go. So today we're going to kickstart...
Well, can you just say why it was so sinister at the beginning? Because you didn't kick it off that way.
Because it's Halloween. Well, it was Halloween. It was Halloween.
Yeah.
Let me tell you now, whenever I go out and I do Halloween, I used to dress up. But this time...
Why would you? You've got everything you need.
Rude.
Thank you.
This time I decided not to dress up.
Yeah.
And people still screamed at me, so...
Oh, that's a bit rude.
Yeah.
What was you wearing?
I was wearing, you know the thing that you wrap around your...
A belt?
No. Chinese people wear it when they fight.
Oh, dear.
It's like kind of...
Do they have to wear it when they fight? Like if there's a fight in a pub... They stop the fight.
Yeah, a big nappy. A big nappy.
Okay, like what sumo wrestlers wear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And sometimes they wear it's like a black thing, and like yeah.
You were just wearing that?
Yeah.
No, you wasn't.
No, I wasn't. No, I decided to dress up as Doctor Who.
Wow.
Yes.
That's really good.
I know. It was very weird because Doctor Who had big spots on his nose.
Oh dear. And did you get a good reception? Did you go with anyone, or was it just literally you on your own?
It was me and my dog Tiger. Okay. Tiger was dressed up as K9.
From?
From Doctor Who.
Isn't that a robot?
K9. No, K9 is Doctor Who's assistant thing.
Yeah, the dog.
Yeah, the dog from.
So how did you manage to dress the dog up as K9?
I just stuck the letters K9 on my dog.
Oh dear. Did you use a staple gun?
No, I used a good old-fashioned glue.
Very good. Did you get it out the fur, or did you have to cut it out after?
No, I got it out. I used something called alcohol.
Wow.
After I drank some, I put some on my dog.
So you dressed up as Doctor Who, stuck letters to your dog, then you drank alcohol, and then threw it all over your dog?
Yeah.
That sounds like an eventful Halloween.
It was.
And did you make much money, or did you make... did you get a lot of sweets?
I think people gave me money because they might have thought I was
homeless. You're in a long trench jacket, long trench coat, you've got a dog with you with glue stuck to it, and you're probably just saying, did you even say trick or treat, or did you just stand there quiet staring?
I said Allons-y as the people open up the door.
What does that mean?
It means run, I think. Allons-y.
And if they can't understand your warning, then it's their own fault.
Run, you idiot.
Well done. And what did Mr. Shepu do over Halloween?
What did you do, Mr. Shepu?
There you go.
Well, Halloween, me as in myself and my friends.
Okay.
We didn't go trick or treating. We went to, there was a nice Halloween party going on.
All right.
So we went down there, and we had to dress up before we go there.
Otherwise you wouldn't have been let in?
Otherwise we wouldn't be let in. So I dressed up as Superman and joined the dad's.
You dressed as
Superman's dad.
I dressed up as Superman and joined Justice for Dads for the day.
Fathers for Justice, actually.
Fathers for Justice.
I didn't even know what it's actually called. And did you go and stand on the Houses of Parliament?
We did through Halloween.
Just stood up there?
Through Halloween, and people started throwing actually a few sweets up there as well. So
that's quite nice, isn't it?
Good.
Yeah. I think I might be more lucky up there.
Up where?
On like this thing.
But Sir was already there, so he wouldn't have been able to, because we can't socialise outside of work.
There's not room for 2 Supermans up there.
Oh no. Yeah, this
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Who would win a fight at Doctor Who and Superman?
Oh, that's a good question.
The Doctor, because the Doctor can just go back in time constantly and beat up
until he
Superman's ass or something. I don't know.
Well, you know, it is that's for another time.
Yeah.
What I actually did is I was laying in bed. I didn't even realise it was Halloween. Obviously, I knew it was Halloween, but I didn't know it was that particular day.
Didn't really care.
And my mum messaged me and said, can you put the decorations up? My mum makes a big deal out of it for some reason. No one else on the estate does.
And that's how I know that you live in a flat.
That's rude, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Saying that my family are poor.
I didn't say that.
I grew up in a flat, yes, Ediz. We're not all as privileged as you to be showered with Apple gifts. Okay, but I was given love instead, and I think you can't buy that, can you?
No, but you can buy Apple products, which
do not substitute love.
Oh, yes, it does, because if someone spends £1,000 on you, I think they might like you a bit.
I'm not too sure about that, Ediz.
It's like, okay, how about this? Right, do you buy your mum presents for her birthday?
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
Because it's her birthday and I need to show that I care.
Exactly.
But I would prefer it if my children actually spent the time to make me a lovely picture than just, I don't know, drop £100 on a painting that they didn't really think twice about.
Well, it doesn't matter, does it?
Why not?
It's the thought that counts.
So you're basically fighting your own argument.
Yeah.
Excellent. Right, so I was putting up things. There was a skeleton in the garden, not a real one. That would have been illegal. Pumpkins that lit up and stuff. And my mum really loves it, and she makes such a fuss. Most people on the estate turn their lights out and kind of hide behind the sofa so the children do not knock at the house.
No one knocked on my door.
Probably because they know you live there. Let's be honest. They don't want to...
Maybe.
Yeah, that's Ediz's house. Don't go near it.
Ediz's house is a very, very, very bad house. With...
Especially if you go around telling people that, I'm sure you won't get many visitors.
No.
So we done the house up. It looked absolutely beautiful. And then people obviously came and they said how nice it looked, because it did look nice. You know, she makes the effort, and the children around the estate love it. But what I don't like is the families that send their children out to get the goods and the sweets, but then they don't participate in the actual event themselves.
Yeah, it's just an easier way of just... Children, do you want some chocolate and some sweets?
Excellent.
Yes, Mummy! And then they go, and then they
get this, and then they probably eat them watching Jeremy Kyle the next morning.
Exactly. Did you know my sister watches Jeremy Kyle?
But does she have children?
No.
Well, then she's not allowed to watch it.
Exactly.
So then my children came over, Isabel and Jack. Isabel was dressed in a pink wig with a green face. I think she was supposed to be a witch. And Jack was wearing a pumpkin outfit and a green wig. He didn't really have much say into what he was wearing because he's too young. So he looked happy with.
No, hang on, wait. If you're young, you don't get to say what you're going to dress up as.
You don't. I can remember specifically, up until the age of about 10, my mum would still dress me. She would take my clothes out of the drawers and she would display them on the table before school, and that's what I would wear. And, you know, I trust my mum's judgment. There were some times, obviously, I look back where she kind of left a long trail of hair down the back of my neck that shaved the rest of my head. That was obviously quite strange, but other than that, you know, I look back and I had nice Turtles t-shirts, shorts, but, you know, it was very nice. And I remember when she said to me one day, "Rob, you're just going to have to dress yourself today." And I did.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Well, I don't have... whenever I dress up, I always wear suits. Seriously.
But that's what I'm saying. When you've got a child that's under 1, if you just left them in the room and said, "Dress yourself," you came back in like 20 minutes, they'd still be wearing the same thing that you left them in.
Like a nappy with some poo in it. So, change your pants or something.
Yeah, and they wouldn't be able to. But that's not their fault, Ediz.
They don't know how yet, do they?
They don't. And it's up to you, not you specifically, to go around teaching the youth of London how to dress.
Yeah.
But it's up to you, you know, to
Exactly.
to learn.
Exactly, which is what we're trying to do. Now...
No, I think I've mastered it. Well, I say that, but...
You say that now?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So what podcast sections are we going to do today, Mr. Walker?
Well, obviously, you haven't been in school. I haven't been in school. And I don't know how much learning's actually taken place within your 2 weeks.
I don't think much has...
But I must say that I went to Comic-Con.
Guess where I went?
Comic-Con?
Comic-Con!
What day did you go?
The 20-something.
Excellent. That's brilliant.
Of
October?
Yeah. I went on the 20...
It doesn't matter when you went. Did you go on Friday, Saturday or Sunday?
I went on... It was on Sunday, yeah. Stop doing
Comic-Con. Right, so...
What was that?
That was... Because obviously... No.
It does that.
No, because obviously it was haunting, wasn't it?
Yeah,
so
it was.
that's why I wanted to make it a bit... People would be a bit scared of
Why
what
didn't
it
you just
actually
go like that?
Well, I think we've already spoken about it far too long. That is sinister. I should have done that. But I obviously don't know the placement of all the keys. There's like 120 keys here, and I don't know what each one does. So if I press one at random, I've just got to hope that it sounds good. So Comic-Con, what did you think of it, Ediz?
Yeah, it was a bit interesting. I went to the couple of. I mean, it's not as good as the American one.
Obviously not. Americans always do things bigger and better, don't they?
Yeah.
I had to queue up, even though I was on the
Nail bar.
I had to queue up.
Sorry, the nail bar just came into my head.
Oh, sorry. I had to actually queue up, even though I got the pre-order tickets, the pre-event.
Yeah.
Queued up for about 30-40 minutes. I thought it was sort of disgusting. And then I went out and I looked for my toys, as I do. You know what I'm like. And I ended up getting free toys for £95.
£95?
Which I think is a really big bargain, because normally they're about £50 each. But
I'll tell you what I got, sir.
What did you get?
Got a statue.
Wow, what kind of statue?
It's like a...
You don't even know what it is.
I can't remember at all.
Wow.
It was so long ago.
Is it to do with Apple?
No, it wasn't. It was a figure of a character. The guy from...
Oh, the guy, excellent. Yeah, I've got that one as well.
Trevor.
Trevor?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Can you stop vibrating your phone, because it's really getting to me. Right.
It was something to do with Grand Theft Auto 5.
Just something to do with that. And you haven't seen it since?
No,
Are you sure you bought it?
I think so.
You think so? Me and my girlfriend actually had an argument, because she likes coming to these things with me, but then she doesn't really show an interest because she's not into memorabilia or gaming. So...
Does Expo stand for expedition?
Well done.
It does.
It does.
Brilliant.
Basically, I was walking around and she was on the phone to my sister.
What was that noise?
That was air rising from my throat. Okay, you're not allowing me to do my stories today.
Sorry.
You keep interrupting and you're losing my flow.
Run.
I can't run. So basically, she was speaking to my sister as I was trying to concentrate on all the luxurious figures that were around me. And then I just turned around and said, "Can you stop talking on the phone, because you're putting me off? You know, you need a clear head when you're going around these stalls."
Yeah.
And in the background, all I can hear is her going, "Yeah, but what you're going to be travelling too far. You know, you don't want to take that job." Yeah, Laura, but you're not going to be able to go on a tube every day. You know, it's one of the busiest district lines there are. You're going to be strapped in there, and it's going to be summer. Yeah,
like that.
And I'm trying to look at the lovely wares on offer, looking at the prices, you know, really getting into it. Yeah. And I can just hear her in the background. And I said, "Can you just stop, please?"
You know, it's the same with my dad when I went to Eurogamer.
Yeah.
He didn't come with me on Comic-Con. He didn't. I went on my own with some of my friends.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I think if you're not interested in it, what's the point in going? Because you have to be in the moment. And I was very excited. And I said to her, can you please just stop? She obviously got the hump. And she stormed off. As girls do. They don't really understand.
No.
Which is a shame.
Tantrum, don't they?
Yeah, and I said, you're bringing me out of the experience with your mundane speak.
Monday?
Mundane.
Oh.
She hasn't got a special Monday speak that she does. So I queued up to see Assassin's Creed Black Flag on the PlayStation 4. I queued up for about 20 minutes, a long queue, listening to people talking about Pokemon. I've got nothing against Pokemon, but I just think...
Pokemon annoys me.
Yeah, it is annoying.
I lined up for Call of Duty Ghost, and that was it.
But I got there, and I got round the corner, and I actually saw the TV, and I said, how long is it? There's the wait. And she said, you'll have to wait about 15 minutes. So I looked at the screen, and I said, is that actually on the PlayStation 4? And she said, yes, sir, it is. And I said, I'm disappointed, because I was. It didn't blow me away. I remember the first time that I saw the PlayStation 2. My friend had it, Christmas 2001, I think it was.
Wow. When you had your PlayStation 1?
When I had the PlayStation 1, and I went over there, and he showed me Pro Evolution Soccer. Okay, I was blown away. Bang! Ediz,
And the
straight...
light is
No,
gone.
wait. Bang! That's how it felt. It hit me. And I saw the players, you saw Beckham's hair, because Beckham's hair was important back then. It was designed right down to the minuscule detail. Every player looked absolutely fantastic. Fast forward to 2005, I saw Oblivion on the Xbox 360. Guess what, Ediz?
What?
Bang! Yeah?
Yeah.
I saw it because, I saw the expanse of land in front of me. And I just thought, this is the next generation. The next generation has truly arrived. And I had to get myself an Xbox 360. I don't know if you've gone back to Oblivion lately. Did you play Oblivion? Elder Scrolls.
I got Skyrim and that's it.
Yeah, but the one before that, if you go back to it now, it looks absolutely awful. But at the time, it looked amazing. Queued up for Assassin's Creed Black Flag on the PlayStation 4. Looked at the TV. What happened, Ediz?
Bang!
No. I was expecting bang, but instead I got...
You got...
Yeah.
What?
Rather than... I couldn't have been more disappointed. I went home, I cancelled my PlayStation 4 pre-order.
Oh, you did. Good job.
Yeah,
well done.
and I pre-ordered the Xbox One because it's got better exclusives.
I told you.
You told
me.
He told me, Mr. Shepu. He told me. He looked into the future. I should have just listened to you all along, Ediz.
Exactly. Right, so we're going to move on to the second sector of the day. Can we do the phone-in?
We can't, because you just dropped it on me and I haven't been able to prepare it.
Well, we have to just let someone phone us.
Okay, we'll just wait here.
Okay. Right, so, to the next sector, the phone-in. You have to do the phone-in voice. Oh my god. Now, on my switchboard, I can see one of the lights have lit up. Apparently, this guy is called Barry Redface, and he wants to answer. So, I'm just going to click this button here. My phone is ringing.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Who's
Hello.
this?
Hello.
Who's this? Apparently Barry. What? Apparently Barry Redface. You want to talk about Halloween, don't you?
November.
It's Movember, not Halloween. Sorry, I'm just reading a wrong script. So, what did you do on? What are you going to do for Movember?
Grow a moustache.
You're going to grow a moustache, are you, Barry?
Yeah.
May I ask, Barry, how old are you?
36.
36?
Yeah.
Wow. What country do you come from?
Lancashire.
Lancashire?
Yeah,
Where's that?
in London.
I've never been there before.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can you tell me a bit about yourself, Barry Redface, please? Try and get the mood. Go on then.
I'm from Lancashire.
And?
I'm growing a moustache.
Okay, that's the phone in with Barry Redface and Ediz Mustafa.
Well, that was absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant. Mr. Sheppy, do you have anything to add?
He does, actually.
What?
It's going to be absolutely amazing. Tell Ediz about your fantastic moment you had during half term.
Well, there was quite a few. Is there a particular
Just one.
One, please.
Just one. That's all we need.
Okay. Well, you put me on the spot there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, I'll talk. There was basically it was after you went to your exhibition, wasn't it? Was it in the Excel, the games?
It was in the Excel
yeah,
Centre.
because it was a few days later. I went down there
For the Wed Ideal Home exhibition.
I was just going past the area.
As you do. You
reach
can't
my-
go past the
To
area.
reach my destination.
No. Hang on. You didn't go. You can't just go past the area. It's just a building in the middle of nowhere.
Oh no, I was stopping there. I was stopping down there on my way to my final destination.
Whoa.
What do you mean, like
This is a bit sinister, isn't it?
like the film?
Trying to get the Halloween mode in there.
Yep.
But while I was there, I didn't know about it before, but I found out there was quite a few important people walking into the business. Into the building. Sorry.
I have no idea what's going on now, to be honest. So you were going past the Excel Centre, and you didn't realise, but there was a lot of important people coming.
I didn't know that's going to happen, but I did see a few. I saw a few people.
And you thought, wow, they're important.
Well, if one of them people are David Cameron,
Wow.
you would know.
Yeah, really, David Cameron.
Yeah, I did see him in the holiday.
What did he say to
picture of you?
He told me that he's going to increase student loans. I said, lucky I'm not a student anymore. So it's all right.
But did you say you hated him?
I didn't say it, but he could see it in my eyes.
I would have went in
Well
his
done,
face.
Edis, and I'm sure he would have listened to that, and you wouldn't have been shot by one of his security guards.
Yeah, he did have security guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That's why I
doesn't
didn't
just
say
walk
anything.
around the Excel
So
Centre.
you know what? I've noticed something.
Well done.
You know how I had all the jingles on iTunes?
Yeah.
I don't have that anymore.
Excellent. I really do enjoy when things like that happen. So, what else did you do over the half term?
Didn't do anything.
Wow, excellent.
Brilliant.
What I
And now-
did, is I proposed to my girlfriend.
Oh yeah, finally!
Thank you very much.
You've gotten in there.
I've got the ring box here.
What did you do already?
Yeah, but it's got no ring in it.
Can I keep the ring box?
No, that's a bit weird. She actually said yes. Otherwise, there would be a ring in there.
Congratulations! I think we deserve a jingle.
Put
for
a
that.
ring on it.
Can we have a jingle?
Can we have a jingle for that, please?
Right, so I expect that it could be quite romantic. So let me just tell you what happened. So I woke up on that day. It was a Saturday. No, it wasn't. It was Wednesday. Sorry, that's how romantic it was. I woke up in the morning and gave my lover a card because it happened to be our anniversary.
Was it a card? Was it just a bit of card?
No, it wasn't Ediz. It was actually a card that I bought from a high street retailer who I won't name, and it basically just said our first
99p
year.
store.
It actually said first year anniversary, which was absolutely beautiful, and I wrote in there beautiful words to describe what she means to me.
What?
And then
Can you give me an example of one of these words, please?
I can't yet, it is. Let me just go into what the day had in store. So basically, I then gave her a red rose and called it the rose of the past. And inside this rose, there was a little letter that I had written, which said everything about our past, how we had met, how we had got through some of the hard times.
Must have been a very big rose then. How can you fit all that stuff on one rose?
I didn't write on the rose. I put a piece of paper in the rose. In the rose. It was... You're putting me off! It was actually in a piece of plastic, the rose, to give it shelter. Right? So she read that and she was like, this is quite nice. But it's a bit weird because Rob doesn't tend to be romantic, so I did take her aback somewhat. Later that day, we went to London. Sorry, this song's getting a bit crescendo. It's reaching a crescendo. I'm not ready for it to, because Ediz keeps interrupting.
Sorry.
Right. So we then went to London. It was beautiful. We shared many times speaking on the train, talking about how much we loved each other. We got to London. It was very lovely. We then went for lunch after, obviously, visiting Forbidden Planet and seeing their overpriced merchandise.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, when you had like an argument with your...
No, that we argued the week before.
Okay.
There was no arguments there. This was
brilliant.
Perfect. The perfect day. So we went for lunch. I had a jacket potato with 5 bean chilli. She had a club sandwich, which is basically a sandwich with chicken in it. I don't know why they don't just call it a chicken sandwich. It'd probably be a lot easier, wouldn't it? She went to the toilet. I don't know which, 1 or 2. Didn't ask, because that's rude. And when she came back, on the table was a yellow rose. Now this was the rose of the present. And inside the rose, not actually on the rose or inside the rose, inside the holder which contained the rose, was a lovely story about our present. Now this was particularly romantic because it looked at the here and now, where we were at this particular point. We left the restaurant with a spoons, hand in hand, which also happened to be the place where we first met for our first date. Thank you, Ediz. We then went to Camden, which was a very important place in her heart because it had been a place where she'd spent many hours with friends and family growing up. I'd never been to Camden before, but I was very impressed by the culture and everyone around that seemed to be having a great time. We visited the small boutiques and finally we went to a diner. Now this diner was specialising in American food. I ordered myself the vegetarian hot dog. She ordered the pulled pork and burger. It was a very romantic meal.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Thank you very much. And we also had macaroni cheese, onion rings and chips. It was very nice.
Very romantic.
Ediz, don't knock it because that's where she wanted to go, okay?
Oh, okay.
Sometimes women don't want to go to fancy restaurants in your materialistic world where everything is put on price and everyone needs to pay the highest amount to show their love. Sometimes people just want to go and have a nice time in a relaxed environment. And by the way, she didn't know she was getting proposed to that evening.
Oh.
Okay? So, again, she went to the toilet. She'd go to the toilet quite a lot, which is good for me because it allowed me to
set out
my rose. When she returned, the pink rose was there waiting with another note. The pink rose was the future rose. And inside that note contained...
Pink rose? How did you get it to be pink?
You can get pink roses, Ediz. Okay. Red, yellow, pink. I think they're the main colours.
Okay, we'll carry on.
Thank you very much. And on that note, it said everything that I wanted for my future and where I could see us going and what I really wanted for us. And I said after, you know what, darling, I don't want to get on the tube straight away. I want to go for a little walk. And we went for a little walk along Camden Lock, which was quite nice.
Sir, you know when you have your honeymoon, are you going to be away from school? Because if you do...
Say, again, you're taking me away from the story.
Do it quickly.
We walked along, and then I got down, and I said, bring out the notes, all 3 notes that I've given you. And she said, okay. So she pulled them all out. I put them up on the wall, and down the left-hand side, where each line of writing starts, it spelled out, will you marry me? Okay?
Oh,
Past,
yes!
present and future Hang on, Ediz, it hasn't finished yet. You got to wait for the big moment.
Thanks.
You can't...
Start again.
You can't... You have to ask the question.
Okay,
so
go, quick.
she looked at me confused because obviously she wasn't expecting this at all. I got down on one knee and I said, will you marry me? Now wait, we've got to let this build up. Obviously, it's I was expecting the crescendo to come in just as I said that.
We didn't catch that last line. Can you just repeat what you said?
So anyway, sir, what happened is I put all of the 3 pieces of writing together, and down the left-hand side it actually said, "Will you marry me?" which is absolutely brilliant. And she said yes. So yeah, she said yes, and actually we're now engaged, and
brilliant.
it's absolutely brilliant.
Oh.
It was absolutely beautiful, and we went home and watched Equilibrium, which is one of my favourite films.
Oh.
What about you, Ediz? Why don't you tell us something romantic that happened to you in your...
Can I want to do some romantic music.
Here we go. He didn't see me coming.
Hello. Now it's my turn to tell you a story about something romantic for some reason that happened in my life.
For some reason?
For some reason.
Romance doesn't happen for some reason, Ediz.
Oh, yes, it does.
There's got to be a reason behind it.
Maybe it's that one.
Whereabouts was it, Ediz?
We're in a park.
Yeah.
I met Angela in a... Shut up!
Right, so, yeah, we've decided to change the background music during Ediz's romance piece because it wasn't fair on you, was it, Ediz? It was quite sinister.
It was a bit...
It was a bit sinister and made your story not sound romantic at all, but rather a madman chasing a lady from the park.
Anyway, we've found some much better... I've just selected this as random.
Excellent, go. Nice.
Oh my god, it's actually really nice. Here we go. I met Angela in the summer of 2011. 11. She was beautiful. She had blonde hair, a big chest, not a very big face, normal standard face. She didn't have like a moustache or anything as well.
That's always a bonus.
And she looked beautiful. When I met her, I got her phone number straight away.
What, you didn't even say anything? She just literally gave it to you?
No, well, technically, yeah.
Wow.
She said, can I use your phone? I said, alright. And she smiled at me. And I thought she was just going to use it.
Okay.
But she said it's okay.
What kind of phone did she have?
She had a BlackBerry Bold, I think, 9800.
Yeah. Is that the kind of phone you like?
No, I got an iPhone.
Oh yeah, obviously, because it's not an Apple product.
No.
Did that not set your alarm bells ringing?
No, because she was beautiful. And that paid up for that little glitch. We started to date in January the 25th, 2012.
So you met her in September, but you didn't start until January the following year?
Yeah.
So she didn't phone you or call you or anything?
I was with another girl at that time.
That's very respectful of you, Eddie. She just said, Joe, I know you're beautiful, but I've got a girlfriend.
Yeah. Her name's not Joe. What was her name? I forgot.
Joe King.
No, that wasn't her name. It was Alice, you idiot.
Oh, Alice, yes.
Yeah. Me and Alice started today on the 26th of January 2012, as I've said. We went to many restaurants. As you know, Mr. Walker, I like to splash out some cash.
You do.
Sadly, a couple of months after, she had a car accident, and it's not funny.
I wasn't laughing. I was smiling.
She had a car accident and she damaged her brain. She's in a coma and she can't wake up now.
Really?
Yeah, it's sad, very sad. She did wake up for a bit, but she was like a bit...
Was she asking for you?
She said, Ediz. And then she just went, and then the machine went... She died that day.
Wow, Ediz, that is a really, really sad story.
It sure is.
But how long did it take you to get over it?
A long time, because I met I met another girl called September.
Wow, I remember this.
Now, me and September were best friends. I met her at a theatre. We were together for quite a long time. She had bright white
Teeth.
blondish hair.
Bright white blonde hair.
Yeah.
Wow, so like platinum blonde.
Yeah. And she had bright white teeth, which is something that I can remember.
Better than bright yellow.
Like mine.
Yeah.
Beautiful times we spent together.
But
sadly, nothing happened.
I did have it set up, but obviously.
Sadly, she turned into something called a lesbian. And
is this actually true?
Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
Okay.
She told me that she didn't want to be with me anymore. And I said why? And she said because
I like women.
Yeah, that's what she said. Seriously, she said this to me.
Okay.
But a few months later, she went out with this guy called Josh. Not Josh Ulysses, a different Josh from her school.
Which meant she may have been lying.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's a very
I confronted this when I saw her.
Okay. Can you just sort of go through the conversation?
And I was like, you lied to me. I can't believe you lied to me. And she said, well, Ediz, look, your parents aren't exactly normal, are they? And I went, no, they're not, but
they're Turkish.
They're Turkish. You know, that's the way it is. Maybe I thought maybe you could have a couple of Turkish, English kids.
Nice, nothing wrong with that. And
she said, well, I really want to be with you, but your parents are just mean.
What they mean to her?
Yeah. They were quite mean because she wasn't Turkish, and they wanted, and she didn't speak Turkish, and she didn't really want to speak Turkish.
So why couldn't she have learnt Turkish if she wanted to be with you that much?
Because her parents are atheists.
Doesn't mean she can't learn another language.
Yeah, but apparently that means like, what does atheist mean?
They don't believe in God.
Yeah, and my
and your parents are very religious.
Yeah, and my parents found that very offensive.
Yes.
So they actually banned me from seeing her.
Wow. Like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
And that ended in tragedy.
Yeah, and then a couple of months later, she got with another boy.
And what was his ethnicity?
But this is what she said to me, right? She said he went to young offenders.
Girls like a bad boy, what can I say?
Exactly, I know. You, for example.
Thank you.
And she lived happily ever after.
Which is nice.
Yeah, but...
You do know that pauses it.
I know.
There we go.
I now have another love.
Wow, she's come into your life, or he, I'm not going to judge.
You're not, are you? This is very special. Because I'm not in love with a person. I'm in love with a brand. Apple Computer.
Wow. Now, Apple Computer really...
That's the thingy where it goes... Down.
Wow, you even know how to play the start. So, let's call her Mac. Who's been in your life
PowerBook
for quite a while.
160.
That particular model you like.
Yeah.
And what is it about her that really just stands out above everyone else?
Sleek design.
Okay.
80 megabyte hard drive.
Wow.
I've upgraded her to 14.
Good memory?
Yeah, good memory, 14 megabytes.
Wow, that's fast.
Yeah, so she's very fast.
Yeah. What does she look like?
I'll show you a picture of her. I did have to do some repairing on her though.
Oh, okay.
So
when you got her, was she a bit battered?
Yeah, she's a bit naked in this picture, so...
Okay. Wow. That is absolutely...
That is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, she's always there for you, isn't she?
Yeah, you're never going to get something as beautiful as that off of eBay.
No. Where did you get her from?
I got her from Deptford Market.
So second hand.
Yeah, but she was in a box that said Power Book.
Oh, that's all right.
And apparently it was never used according to that original owner.
And that is what you call being in love with technology.
And that moves us on to our last segment of the day before our sing-song at the end.
Movember.
Movember.
Right, so Movember, Ediz, how are you celebrating Movember?
Well, I'm gonna either grow a moustache or get a stick-on one off eBay and stick it on my face.
I think you should get a different moustache for every day of the week.
Oh, yeah, that's what my friend Gabriel done.
Yeah, because no one can have a go at you about facial hair this week in particular.
Is it this week?
This month, November.
Okay.
And basically it's to raise awareness, I believe,
Cancer.
of testicular cancer.
Ugh.
Ediz, you can say that, but it happens. You know, if doctors had...
Come on, Barry! I have to take off your testicles. You have cancer, my love. Or something.
I don't think that's how it happens, but it does happen along those lines. People do lose testicles.
Wow, that's a long one! Yank!
They don't actually yank it out. They make an incision in your abdomen, go down through your abdomen, and then pull it up and out, like because it's obviously on the tube. So they pull that out.
Right.
I actually watched a documentary of Tom Green last night, who actually went through testicular cancer. He found out one day, 2 days later he's having a testicle removed, and then the day after that he had to have his lymph node removed. So, and then you saw the actual
How do you go
cancerous...
to the toilet with no testicle?
Your urine isn't actually stored in your testicle, it is. Okay? It's stored in your bladder.
Well, how do you go to the toilet anyway?
Through your penis, the same way that you would normally do.
Yeah, but if your testicle's removed, how would you...
Well, he's still got one testicle, and the testicles produce sperm.
Oh, sorry, I thought they removed the whole...
No, because there's two testicles, and he basically... They just removed the one, so he's got one testicle,
Oh, good.
which is still fully functioning, you know. In our bodies, we've got two of most things, two of the most important things we need. We've got like 2 kidneys, 2 lungs, 2 testicles, 2 eyes, 2 ears, you know. So if we do end up with a problem in one, then we can still
2
sort
sets
of
of teeth.
function.
2 sets of teeth, top and bottom.
Yeah, that's true. You know, and you get 2 sets of 2 sets when you're young.
Yeah.
So basically, I've decided to shave, and I don't know if I'm going to grow a moustache.
Come on, please, I'll grow a moustache as well.
But moustaches don't really suit me if it's just on its own.
Please,
And
I
I
beg
don't-
you.
Ediz, I don't think I could sport a
Like
moustache.
this video. If you like this video, like it, and then comment.
If we get 200,000 likes, then I will grow a moustache.
Really?
Really.
Really?
Really.
If you get... How about 200?
200,000, Ediz.
200,000.
It will take that much to give me a moustache.
Okay.
I can see yours is coming along quite nicely.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had a shave on Friday, and it's going back this quickly.
Friday, that wasn't the start of November, so you've cheated. You've had like 1 day's growth head start of
Yeah, but
everyone
remember, I'm a teenager, and everything takes longer.
else, I suppose. So you basically got a great moustache going there, and you know, the more you shave it, Ediz, the more it will come through.
Exactly.
And I think you're really doing really well with your growing moustache ability.
Do you want to have a sing-song, Mr. Walker?
I do, Ediz, just to close
Okay.
out this show.
Okay.
At lunch. You alright, Ed?
Yeah, I'm alright. Are you? We're gonna...
Well, last podcast, what did we end it on? We ended it on Queen, Don't Stop Me Now, which
Yeah.
was a lovely musical tour de force. And I think that today we're going to have to end it with a little bit, something more
Yeah.
contemporary, maybe some nice hip-hop rap.
Yeah. Now, I am very good at hip-hop.
You are?
I am.
You are, yeah.
I am very good at spilling the beats.
Spill it!
Oh, for God's sake, man.
Ediz, you've actually got it wrong.
How do you click on go? Go!
Yeah. I'll go first, Ediz, because I'm a G. Lyrical G, I'm meant to be. Don't mess with me on my frequency. We're the Beardleys, yeah, we're doing it hard. We come to school and we ain't afraid of it. Yeah, that's how we do it. We talk about beards and all the stuff and mind to it. Listen, we're twice as nice. The ThebeardCast, I'm gonna go and eat some rice, cause that's the way that I go, that's the way that I flow. Everybody, yo, listen to the ThebeardCast show.
I don't know what I have to do. What? Okay. Rap. Rat-a-tat. Checking the watch time. That's that. Me and Mr. Walker are sitting here watching the monitor screen with fear.
Fear, of course.
Fear.
It's always scary as a matter of course. And Macintosh in front of us. I'm scared, but we're still talking rush. Better watch out. Ediz likes rice. He has it on his own. Twice as nice in the canteen. Better see him there, eating rice. He has no fear. Right, Ediz, that was an absolutely beautiful podcast. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully next week we'll have another one, which might have just as much romance in it. We don't know. But for now, just like to say goodbye.
I don't know. Shall I spit another beat?
Spit away.
This is for you, Mr. Yardley. Mr. Yardley, you're hardly my hearty. Me and you, we go back a long way. Checking music thing, that failed, isn't it? I can't do that, sir. Goodbye, Mr. Walker.